What's up, people? I'm going to be playing a little bit more of EFC. We had some developments. I reached 700 yesterday. Wasn't actually too bad with the deck from Gallo. I actually had pretty much no issues. As you can see, well, my fight history, it's me getting railed on DT. But yeah, from ELO, I didn't have much trouble. I think I stopped here somewhere. Yeah, one, two more matches. So today I'm gonna be playing a different deck, because well, New Bloods came out and we got a few new toys. The best one is banned, but this guy's like the new one, and I think is kind of good. Like 9/7 can be really hard to stop, and um, this deck just has a lot of damage and a lot of control as well. Because we got one essay on Glorg, 2-star, which I think is kind of broken. Pedro also has SOA because there's always weird abilities going on in EFC, and Mephisto is just a solid 8/7 with SOB. So I think that in terms of damage, even he got Christopher, there's potential for a lot. 2 damage reductors, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I made this deck myself, so it might not even work, but you don't know until you try it. Uh, I already showed the letter, so let's get cracking with some EFC. Hopefully, it doesn't take as much as yesterday to get a match. I mean, I think I'm still only top 5 there I am. Um, yeah, I'm top 5, so I'm currently in first place. This guy is playing. But yeah, if I can get to, I think it's possible for me definitely to get number 1 today. We'll see. So for our first match, we go against uh, Huracan, and of course I don't get a perfect split. Uh, Nevertheless, he has El Parasito, which can get easily through my Artis. I think that his play right here is going to be to make sure he wins this round. And in the second round, is probably going to try to. Um, he knows I'm going to play Pedro second round. So, uh, actually, now that I mentioned that, if I have Pedro for second round, he might just take Melinda as an old, and uh, how do I put it? And not invest much into El Parasito. I think he would be maybe 1 pill, 2 pills, because if he invests a lot and I old Melinda, again, it's kind of like the situation in the past video where he is a little bit in trouble because you deal 4 damage with Melinda's defeat, and then I'd have Pedro, which could break easily and deal 6 damage. Not to mention that I could easily force a situation where I win the third round and he actually never gets Noctizumama through. So I think that uh, my play here is to go Turil more. Now, me going Turil more, I think if he's going El Parasito, he wouldn't go more than 2 pills again. So I'm gonna risk and invest 3. Hopefully it doesn't. Yeah. Um, as we can see, I got through with Turil more, and that's already 7 damage. Now, in this situation, I have to go Melinda, make sure Noctizumama never gets her ability through, and I can literally just go Melinda 1 pill. Even if he goes Pavam, that's 5 damage. I just go Pedro on Noctizumama and win. So this is a sure win. Now, if he wants to cover my Melinda for some unknown reason, he would go 6 pills, 7, because that's what 8. He needs 7 pills. Actually, I think that just for certainty, because I think that could be a situation where he gets through Noxus Mama and deals 7 damage, 8 damage. Then you would have some sort of 50, but this should be a sure win. Yeah, as ludicrous as it may sound. Okay, he holds Noctis Mama. But I think that now with 7 and 4, that's 11. 5 and I mean, I'm gonna Artus on Kuzum anyway, so uh, that will never be more than 3. 3 and let's say even if he Furies 3 and 7 is 10. I dealt 7 and 4, that's 11. I can just hold here. Or I'll even go lurk full for the memes, but yeah, this should just be a win. Yeah. Next. Okay, we won the first game. I think that should put us the top 3 now. Yeah, I'm number 2. And I think I'm like, what, 2 matches away from number 1. This guy gave me 23 points, which is quite a lot. Where is he rated? What's his name? Stark. Where is it? Okay, he's top 20 now. Yeah. We got a new game. At the 0. Where is at the 0? It's okay. It's quite high. So this could be really good, really bad. The good thing is that he's got So I think I have to start with Pedro here. The reality is that his damage reductors are not really that effective in this matchup because I have both Trilmore and Mephisto. That being said, I start, so I'm gonna be put in a position where Mephisto or Trilmore will never get through. So Pedro, I need to make sure to, secure some damage with Pedro. Now he'll, I don't think he'll pill more than 4 here. And definitely he's not playing John or Regina. I think his play here is to try to perfect pill my Pedro. Or you could try to get Regina through, and then old John second round, ensuring that he has a damage lead, and then play a situation where he gets, like, how do I put it? It will probably it would if he goes like Regina 5, let's say, Regina 4, and old John. I'm in a position where I get Melinda through. That's cool, but that's not enough damage because that would be 3. It would be up Regina the 7, 3. I'm down 4. But yeah, time is ticking, so I don't have a whole lot of time to think. So I think my play here is actually to I'm gonna high pill Pedro, anticipating Regina. This could be a bad play, but if it works out, it would be pretty good. He goes foul instead of Antoine, which I find quite odd. see for how much. Goes fall 2. Okay, could have been better, but it's also not the end of the world. Um, I'm in a position where I'm up. I'm up 6 damage. Let's say John's. Thinking back, Pedro 4 would have been better because now I could have gone 2 pills. But with John, he can go. Let's say I hold Mephisto here. He deals 3 damage. Um, and then he's Tyrell more against Regina. Tyrell more. The thing about him is I can just get him through and ensure that he gets to 2 HP. Uh, so that would put me at. It would deal. Um, it would deal 2 damage, be 12 to 2, and even though Regina would always lose there because she can do a maximum of 9. So he can go John 1 pill max here, and I think that the play for me now is to go Trill more 1, anticipating his John 1, and then I'll be putting a split where I definitely have the advantage. So I'll just go Trill more 1 because he can't pill more than 1 here. Okay. He holds. Now I'm in a position where I dealt 9 damage and he needs to win both rounds. Well, Mephisto full here would force 7 pills out of Regina, and that will leave him with 4. That being said, if he wants to leave enough for Antoine, he can go 11 minus 4 is 7. Yeah, this is just a 50-50. I would have had a split if he went John 1 as expected, but what do they call this? Spray and pray. I'm just gonna hold. This is a 50, so there's not a whole lot of thought that can go into it. You just spray. And I know I'm gonna lose like 30 if I lose, but it is what it is, man. Like, I can't win them all as well. Yeah, I definitely had to play that first round better. Okay, seems like he's going Antoine, which seems like he's anticipating my old. He's gonna have to leave a 7 for Regina, so. Oh, he went for my full. I win. Okay, well, we win a 50. It's not the best way. It's not the most skillful gameplay, but we take those, and now we are 1 game away from being number 1, I believe. Yeah, so 763. Delon is also playing, so if I get him and beat him, that would definitely propel me to number 1. But then again, this guy he plays all day every day. He's been 800, if you guys remember. Last video he was 800. This guy he really got some free time. But yeah, I got work to do. I ain't got time like that. But yeah, all good. I'm gonna hopefully get another match and secure the bag. I know this isn't the most skillful gameplay, but then again, people, I don't know, man. People play a little bit pussy nowadays. Like, I feel like everyone's just so hung up on getting, playing fast and trying to remove the psychology of, oh, we got Dylan, and he's got quiet hand. So of course he's got a perfect split. And once again, I don't have my night bonus, which would have been very useful here. Courage SOA. Um, the reality is that I think that he's expecting me to pill here. And I mean, uh, actually, not really. Because then again, he's got. Um, First of all, it's SOA, so my Trill more doesn't get through. So that would be two, two damage. Because my first thought was, if this wasn't an SOA card, he clearly is trying to get my Trill more here. Uh, but yeah, Kupanda makes it so that he deals 2 damage. I go Trill more around 2. That's 7. He's definitely gonna play Christie on that. So let's say he wins that round, that'll be 7 and um that'll be 7 and 2, which is 9. I have 6 and 6 with Christopher and Pedro, so I would definitely win. But just that fact, I don't think he's gonna ult here. Um, and then it would be very hard for me to win a round against Mazbula and Z-Robbie, just because of the sheer amount of attack manipulation he has, and also power. And me not having the bonus is really bad here. So maybe I need to win this round and ult Pedro next round. So I could go maybe 3 pills. Deal 6 damage, ult, and then play that game. But I think he sees that as well. So I'm just gonna ult Melinda. I think he's gonna invest a little bit here. He does. Okay, so now the situation is a lot easier because I saw Three's play. So now I'm in a situation where he invested a lot of pills for 2 damage. That's not very good. He was definitely trying to get my Pedro to roll more. Definitely Pedro, I think. But now Equalizer minus. Okay, so he's got a perfect pill me here. I'm definitely gonna go to real more. Let's say Trill more 6 pills. And then I have Pedro Formas Bula and Christopher trying to win against you. Robbie would have to literally perfect pill me. So I'm gonna go to real more. I think he's gonna try to get me with Christie. I'll go to real more too, because I think he's gonna go in a scenario where he knows that my pretty much win would be 5 pills on Terrell Moore. He'll go Christie 4, try to cover that, and then I'm still in a decent position. Okay, he didn't go as many as I expected, so that's actually not that good. Uh, Now actually I'm in not as good of a position, but still I have 5 and 6, which is 11. He dealt 7 damage. So 7 here. Oh, it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 again. 50-50 for number 1. Because yeah, like even if I go 6 here, he would still have power over me. It doesn't really matter how I play this now. It's just a 50. I thought about going Trill more 1. Like I thought about it. but I was so afraid of I don't know, afraid of what, to be honest. Like, if food goes zero, you would always hold. Honestly, this 50-50 is on me. So we just gonna have to rock with it. Cover, not cover. Toss a coin. We'll go. We'll say. We'll say cover. We'll say cover. Whatever, man. Whew. And we won. We are number one. Uh, 250 is not the best gameplay, but then again, man, like the game sometimes is like that. We're at 789. I think I'm gonna end it there just because I feel kind of embarrassed. Just this whole 50-50 parade. It's pretty embarrassing. Um, but yeah, like in that situation, I think I have to definitely go one pill because he tried to cover my sure win, which would have been 4 pills or 95 attack. Um, sorry, not 95, 45 attack. Uh, and use Christie Force. So that was a good play, but I think I always go either 5 pills there or I go 1 pill just to ensure that I don't play for for the sure win, but I play for a split where I'm very super advantage. Like what is this? Um, sorry, I'm confused about the sound. Anyways, what I'm trying to explain is I against top players, if you try to play for a sure win, you will likely lose because they can calculate the sure wins for you and for them. So playing exactly around those is how you put yourself in an advantage. You don't play just so you ensure that you win against a top player. Usually, you play to ensure that you put yourself in a super favorable position. Say you have a super high split, like which what I was gunning for in the previous match. Um, but I didn't play accordingly. So the point is, yeah, if you play DT and players are just throwing random pills, like whatever, you can pill however you want. But if you play a top player, someone who knows what they're doing, like that's just not gonna work. It's just not. And well, we're number one. Um, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Honestly, I didn't have the best hands. I had a decent hand against what's his name, Dellen. Against Dellen, not the best hand, but a decent hand. And to be fair, uh, I didn't have my my perfect splits in terms of bonus quite a few times, but that's life. That's gonna happen, man. You just gotta know how to deal with it. But it was, I think this deck is really strong. Make sure you guys give it a try. And Glorg didn't even get his time to properly shine. I think Glorg is gonna be this version looks very broken, and it might come in handy in some other games. Make sure you guys give it a proper test, and yeah, I think this guy will be banned as well. Like, there's no way that they're gonna let this guy slide. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, and you guys take care.